manifest mode. I'm in manifest mode, yeah. Got my soul on glow. I'm in manifest mode. I'm big, I know. What's mine's gonna show. I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the code. I'm in manifest mode. Energy right, heart full, eyes closed. I can still see the road. Still see the road. I'm in manifest. I drew all that and wrote it down, and now I'm living that. Had to cut some people off, I wasn't into that. Had to speak my future real, had to envision that. Said I'd live and not borrow, now I'm giving that. They ain't believe me when I said I would do it. So I clapped for myself and became my own movement. Loyal to the purpose.
What up, what up, what up, what up? How y'all doing?
Not the life I want, it's the life I'm oozing. It ain't magic, it's mathematics and mindset. Thoughts become form, a divine flex. I told that, you ain't welcome in my life. Told self-doubt, watch me do it overnight. It's alignment over hustle, presence over fear. I built heaven in my head, then I brought it here. This ain't luck, it's spiritual obedience. I don't chase, I call it like manifest mode. I'm in manifest mode, yeah. Got my soul on go. Manifest mode. I'm big, I know. What's mine's gonna show. I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the code. I'm in manifest mode. Energy right, heart full, eyes closed. I can still see the road. Still see the road. I'm in manifest mode. Mission, soul on the throne. I speak it, then I get it. I've been in my zone. I had to kill my old self. Now I'm ghost to my past. Reborn every morning, future coming so fast. I manifest with a lighter and a notepad. Turn my pain into fire, now the smoke don't drag. I don't hope, I declare it like a real king. I don't beg, I align, that's a real thing. I sat with my shadow on the mountaintop. He said manifestation's a tightrope walk. Cause every word you utter and every thought you keep is a seed in the cosmos that your soul gon' reap. So I've been planting peace, I've been watering faith. Overjoyed and optimism, gratitude and grace. When they said, boy, you went too deep, I just smiled and dove. Full blown manifest mode, watching it fold. Manifest mode, manifest mode, yeah. Got my soul on glow. Manifest mode,
Yeah.
What's mine's gonna show. I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the code. I'm in manifest mode. Energy.
Hey man, great day.
Eyes closed, I can still see the road. Still see the road. I'm in manifest mode.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to Manifest Nation. Welcome to Manifest Nation. This is where your legacy takes off. This is where your legacy comes to life. This is where your dead dreams come to life. Welcome to, once again, Manifest Nation here on Twitch. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for the love. Big shout out to everyone that's been streaming all of my music. That was just a new song that I was playing. But thank you for everyone that's been streaming the Mirror song, The Greater Existence, the albums, the affirmations, everything that's there, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the love that y'all have been showing. So listen, on today's stream, we're breaking patterns, we're building futures, and we're changing legacies. Once again, if you're just joining, this is Manifest Nation, where we engineer transformation. Join me for the 30-day Manifest Boot Camp and step into the life that you've been called to live. Now, this is a place where excuses come to die, where clarity is given, where patterns are broken, and where we are engineering transformation. Matter of fact, if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok or IG, you're just getting the appetizer. Make sure that you click the link in my bio so you can join us on Twitch, so you can get this full broadcast as well as the replay of it. My Twitch fam, type manifest so I know that you locked in. For anyone that's joining for the first time, my name is Brian Hippolyte. I'm a 10-time author, recording artist, homeschool father, and mentor. For years, I've been studying human behavior, spiritual law, financial principles, and the psychology that we use in our everyday life. Specifically, the things that we do that pull us away from the results that we want to have in our life. I've turned knowledge into systems that have helped people break generational curses, heal their relationship with self and relationships around them, multiply their income, and rewire their mind. And today, I'm going to tell you some truths that may make you uncomfortable. That's because comfort is where your dreams go to die. Today, I'm also going to speak to you from my 10th book, Bloodline Breaker. It's available at brianhippolyte.com. This is a guide to shattering generational curses and rewriting your story. Because you weren't sent here to do what others did to survive. You were sent here to be an example of what it's like to thrive. And this book helps you identify patterns that you have in your life, some that you're consciously aware of and some you may not be, that are tying you to a past and stopping you from having the legacy as well as the everyday life presently that you want. So yeah, this is a phenomenal book. This is a phenomenal book. If you do not have it and you call yourself, consider yourself someone that is breaking generational curses in your family, you should definitely have this on your bookshelf. It's you could go to brianhippolyte.com. You click the link in my bio. You can go to brianhippolyte.com and you can get your copy if you want it ASAP and if you want it right now. I know it's on Amazon as well, but if you can give me the opportunity to send it to you, for sure, you go to brianhippolyte.com. And in fact, when you go to brianhippolyte.com, I'm going to give you the ebook as a free gift when you purchase it there. Now, I just did a class. I just taught a class on a class in Q&A for those who participated in the pre-sale. And it was a powerful moment. So big shout out to everyone that was there for that. You know, it's an easy book to read. Look, I'm going to show you. All the pages look like this. Like, it's a really easy book to read. It's a really easy book to get through. And it's very impactful. Like, it gives you some great information and then asks you some really transformative questions. And it's really that self-reflection that makes that pulls all this process together and makes it so divine, because then after it asks you these questions, then you ask yourself these questions and you get an answer, and then it gives you something to do with that answer. And yeah, and it's a great formula. Matter of fact, give me a number there's only 57 pages to read through. So give me a number between 1 and 57. And I'm going to read you something from the page. I won't even read you the whole page. I'm going to just read you a piece of what's on the page. And I guarantee you it's going to be what you needed to hear. Is going to be impactful. It's going to be something that adds value to you. So give me a number between 1 and 57. Because I want to give you something of value. I don't want to just motivate you. The truth is, some of y'all don't need motivation. You need an intervention. You know, the average person is on autopilot, repeating yesterday's thoughts, yesterday's choices, and yesterday's mistakes, expecting tomorrow to somehow be different. That's not life. That's spiritual Groundhog Day. That's your mind is a program, and if you don't rewrite it, it will keep running the same code that your parents and their parents installed. That's why generational curses aren't spooky. They're psychological. Trauma becomes habits. Habits become culture. Culture becomes destiny. But here's the truth. You can be the interruption. You can be the one who says it stops with me And that's who I wrote this book for. For those who say it stops with me. I see someone on in the chat said page 3. See someone on IG say page 20. I like both. I like both. Matter of fact, because page 3 is the dedication. And the dedication is powerful. So let me read that to you. And it's a great way to start. So shout out whoever said that. To the generational curse breaker. This is for the ones who didn't wait to be chosen because they knew they were. For the ones who heard the whispers in their blood and decided to answer with a roar. For the ones who got tired of surviving and chose to create a legacy instead of living a lie. For the ones who felt the weight of silence, the sting of shame, and the ache of inherited pain, and still stood tall enough to say, it ends with me. This is for those who have cried in the dark, prayed in secret, and healed in pieces, but never gave up on the vision of freedom for the generations to come. You're not just healing yourself, you are rebuilding empires. You are rewriting bloodlines. You are reprogramming destiny. You are the first. You are the force. You are the revolution. This book was born for you because you were born for this. I say, that's page 3. That's a dedication from me to you, to each and every one of you generational curse breakers. You feel me? Now, page 20. Page 20 is decoding family mantras that became limitation spells. This is powerful. Here are some things you were told that sounded wise, but cursed your mindset. Money doesn't grow on trees. Translation: scarcity is our truth. Don't dream too big. At least he stayed. Translation: bare minimum love is enough. Accept the crumbs. Accept what you're going to get. What happens in this house stays in this house. Translation: protect the dysfunction with your silence. We don't talk about that. Translation: heal in private or not at all. Anybody grew up hearing any of these things? Was it? I know it wasn't just me and the people that I was around. It got to be somebody else out there. You better act right, or they'll think we're ghetto. Remember hearing that? And what was that saying? That you are a performance, not a person. You inherited more than genetics. You inherited spells. You inherited belief systems. But it's not your job, or now it's your job, to break the curse with your choices, not your compliance. Yeah, that's just a piece of page 20. Decoding family mantras that became limitation spells. Listen, this is a powerful book, and it offers you a powerful opportunity to be greater than you've ever been, not only for yourself, but for your bloodline, for your life, for your legacy. Your name can't be your legacy if your name passes down trauma, if your name passes down wounds. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely time for you to get this in your life. It's at brianhippolyte.com. I appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to share this wisdom and knowledge with you. It's what it's about, man. Manifest Nation it's not just a channel, it's a training ground for freedom. And this is what you can expect every time that you show up here. You can expect awareness. I expose you to the patterns that have been running in your life without your permission. You can expect application. You can expect me to give you tools to replace those patterns with new ones that align with your vision. You can expect accountability, because information without accountability is often just entertainment. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm definitely not here to entertain you. I do got some great music, but even that is here to elevate you. Shout out to everyone that's been streaming the music, everyone that's been going to brianhippolyte.com, picking your own price and downloading my music from brianhippolyte.com. The new albums are there, the affirmation albums, as well as, you know, the song albums, the Tropical Depression, Greater Existence, the Mirror Song. It's all there. It's all there waiting for you. You can pick your price and download it at brianhippolyte.com. Thank you for everyone that's been showing love on that. So this is where you're going to learn to stop wanting the life you dream and start building it. Your excuses are just well rehearsed lies you've told yourself so many times that you've started believing them. And that's a problem. The biggest gap between you and the life that you want is the gap of consistency. That's why I built this 30-day manifest boot camp. It's 30 days of intentional living where you're going to follow a daily framework designed to reprogram your habits and your focus and your belief system. And here's what you get. Tier 1, the first tier, 30 days of training videos, daily assignments to shift your mindset, your actions, accountability check-ins that keep you moving forward. That's tier 1 for 30 days. That's 197. Tier 2 is everything we just talked about for tier 1, but you also have our weekly live group coaching calls. You're also going to have the Q&As with me, where we solve your specific roadblocks that you may come up with in that 30 days. That's 297. Tier 3, VIP, and there's only 10 slots of these available. There is everything that's in tiers 1 and 2, but there's also the one-on-one breakthrough session with me that you get. You also get a personalized action plan for your goals, direct daily access to me for those full 30 days. I promise you're going to come out of this with new habits, a new confidence, and a new relationship with yourself. If you've been around long enough, if you've heard the testimonies from the Manifest University retreats or any of the people from my Manifest Mentorship program, you know I'm intentional to make sure that you don't leave my presence the same way that you came. You leave greater. You know what I mean? So these 30 days are going to pass anyway. The question is, will you be the same person in 30 days or a completely different one? I think we don't give enough credit to what can happen with a shift of our intention or with adding more intention. There's so many people going through so many days where you need the day to allow you to have the day that you want. Like, you need everything to go in your favor for you to be the greatest version of yourself. You need no hiccups. You need no traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the day to let you be great instead of you choosing to be great. You and being intentional to be great despite what the day might throw at you. And that means that you are living a reactive life, a highly reactive life. And I want to invite you to rewire your mindset, to stop living such a reactive life and start living a much more intentional life. So now You don't just need boot camp. You need a full transformation blueprint. And that's where my mentorship comes in. And the mentorship, I work with you directly for 6 months. Look at their patterns, challenge the beliefs. Some of them you didn't even know that you had because you were just operating through them. And I hold you to a standard that you've been avoiding. So this is for the ones that are tired of half-stepping and want the accelerated path and not are ready to go all in. Now, you don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. So let's talk about something that most speakers won't. You can meditate all day, but if your spending habits are broken and your financial destiny is locked. You can recite affirmations all day, but if you still think like your broke uncle, you're just manifesting more broke circumstances. Generational wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with a mindset that refuses to live paycheck to paycheck, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Broke isn't a bank balance. It's a belief system. And I know some of you are feeling like I'm in your chest right now, but feelings fade. Action is what changes things. Speaking of action, for everyone that's on IG, for everyone that's on TikTok, for everyone that's on YouTube, click the link in my bio, get to Twitch, hit subscribe, join the Manifest Nation so that you can get this blueprint as well. Or DM me so that I can send you the link so you can join Manifest Nation so you get this blueprint as well. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. I know y'all want to believe that somebody is, but no one's coming to save you. But right now, you have everything that you need to save yourself. Make one uncomfortable decision today, and it will change everything. Get out of your comfort zone. That's where your dreams go to die. And if I said something that made you uncomfortable, the great question to ask is, why did that make you uncomfortable? The great question to ask yourself is, what about what I experienced? Where did that come from? That uncomfortable feeling. What truth was it speaking? Did it offend my ego? If it did, why? What part of my identity didn't want to hear that? Ask yourself those questions. Like, you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with oneself. That is how you're going to change. You can't see the truth if you're not going to see yourself. And I come across people all the time who are not living a life where they are seeing themselves. They stay so busy in their careers, in their families, and the lives that they have set up to avoid their mirrors and avoid their truths. This today, this is the season, because listen, there's a shift taking place, and I would love for you to be a part of it. I would hate for you to miss it. I would hate for you to miss this wave of opulence and opportunity and empowerment that's taking place for all those who are tapping in with it, who are on that frequency. I would hate for this to just be something that you hear about. Evan, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? We gotta get together. You got you got something powerful in your hands, bro. Definitely got something powerful in your hands, man. We gotta get back together, man. Big shout out to Evan. It's a living legend right there. Y'all should definitely go follow him. And all the brothers, he has a powerful mentorship community. He's actually inspired me to create the lead community that I created for the brothers. I was in Tulum, and a friend of mine took me to his house for a meeting that he was holding for the men in the area, and it was a powerful time. And I was like, man, I want to see this happen more. You know, so shout out to Evan, shout out to his powerful community. He got a powerful book. He got a powerful book, and I'm honored to assist, bro, in this process, man. Y'all know I love that, right? I really love manifesting, taking something out of my hands, or out of my mind, and putting it in my hands. And when I get to help other people do it, man, it's like it's gold to me. So that's why over the last, let's say 5 years, I've helped 28 people complete the process of becoming a first-time author. You know what I mean? This is being a self-published author and learning how to use my intellectual property as assets and how to create streams of income from, you know, that's what created financial freedom for me and my family. So I'm always excited to put somebody else on game how to do it, or how to manifest, how to follow through the rest of that process, because that's what it be most of the time. We just don't know the rest of the process to get us where we want to go. So, but then we sitting and we waiting. But nah, man, it's time to get to it. This is the Manifest Nation, baby. We take it out of our minds and we put it all in our hands. And if we don't wait for life to give us the right opportunities, we create the right opportunities. Shout out to all of the way makers, all of the people who find a way, who make a way when it don't seem to be no way. And you don't need it to seem to be a way. You just need to believe in your ability to create a way and make a way. And those of us who go through life like that, you know, we're seeing a different level of results. We're operating with a different level of faith. There's a powerful shift happening right now with those who are in tune with themselves, and those who are aligned with the divinity within them are broadcasting in an amazing way right now. And there's a divide between those who have something of substance and those who are just at the surface. Big shout out to everyone that's pulling up and prioritizing becoming greater versions of themselves. And that's what we're here to do. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. Your comfort zone is just your trauma's favorite hiding place. You know? Healing isn't becoming who you were born to be, or who you were before the pain. It's becoming who you were meant to be despite it. You hear what I'm saying? We talking about a version of you that you would be if you weren't living in the shadows of your fears. Like, who would you be? How would you move? What would you do if the only choices that you could make were rooted in faith, not rooted in fear? What would be the difference? What would you be doing for a living? If only you could make choices, if you could only make choices rooted in faith and not in fear, you couldn't use any of your what ifs in your decision making. I asked one of my mentees this the other day because she kept coming up with these what ifs. I said, listen, man, first off, for every what if, there's an even if. I'm tired of hearing all these what ifs. I'm tired of all these what if scenarios that get created to give you the opportunity to use fear to sabotage the opportunities in front of you and to pull away from what it is that you're meant to be doing. For every even if, for every what if, there's an even if. And you need to rewire your mind. And this is why the boot camp is so important. I'm going to show you how to do this. You need to rewire your mind to stop going to the what ifs and go straight to the even ifs. Even if it starts to head towards the one if, it'll go back to the even ifs. Even if such and such happens, I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be, or we're going to do this, or whatever that means to you and in that situation. For every what if scenario that you could come up with, which is rooted in fear, rooted in lack and limitation, which is rooted in the belief of something that has not happened, something negative that has not happened. For every one of those, there's a even if. The positive words, the positive side of this, the belief in something positive that has not happened. For everyone, there's the other, and you have to rewire your brain to go to that faith instead of that fear. And every time you choose your old self over your future self, you delay your destiny. And that goes for these habits, that goes for these mindsets, that goes for the addictions, that goes for the belief systems, that goes for these reactive patterns. Every time you choose your old self over your future self, you are delaying your destiny. There's a greater version of you that is doing greater, feeling greater, experiencing greater, has greater access to greater things, but you haven't aligned yourself with it because you keep allowing fear to keep you at a lower vibration, at a lower frequency, at a lower existence. Why do you think I wrote that song, Greater Existence? There's a greater existence available to you. There's a greater existence available to you. But you have to align yourself with it. Not just with your words, but with your thoughts. Because your thoughts become what you believe. Your belief is nothing more than a thought that you've continued to think. So you can change your thoughts. You can change your beliefs. You can change your belief patterns and your belief systems. Change your habits. And all that can change your reality. So it's a great day to be greater than you've ever been. There's a lot of generational wealth out here. I suggest you get some. There's a lot of generational wealth out here. I suggest you get some, man. But generational wealth without generational healing is just money funding the same dysfunction. So don't just get some money today. Get some healing today. You know what I'm saying? Stop asking for blessings. You don't have the discipline to manage. Yeah, welcome to Manifest Nation. Love you out of life, and I'm gonna catch you on the next episode. Before we get out of here, though, I'm gonna play. Let's play some music real quick. Y'all want to hear some music? Back.
Manifest mode, yeah. Got my soul on glow. I'm in manifest mode. I'm big, I know. What's mine's gonna show. I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the code. I'm in manifest mode. Energy right, heart full, eyes closed. I still see the road. Still see the road. I'm in manifest.
I tripped about it, wrote it down, and now I'm living that. Had to cut some people off, I wasn't into that. Had to speak my future real, had to envision that. Said I lived and I borrowed, now I'm giving that. They ain't believe me when I said I would do it. So I clapped for myself and became my own movement. Loyal to the purpose, growth I've been choosing. Not a life I want, it's a life I'm oozing. It ain't magic, it's mathematics and mindset. Thoughts become form, a divine flex. I told that, you ain't welcome in my life. Told self-doubt, watch me do it overnight. This alignment over hustle, blessings over fear. I brought heaven in my head, then I brought it here. This ain't luck, it's spiritual obedience. I don't chase, I call it my ingredients. Manifest mode, yeah. Got my soul on glow, I'm in manifest mode. I'm big, I know. What's mine's gonna show, I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the code. I'm a manifest mode. Energy right, heart full, eyes closed. I still see the road, still see the road. I'm a manifest mode. Mission, soul on the throne. I speak it, then I get it. I've been in my zone, had to kill my old self. Now I'm ghost to my past. Reborn every morning, future coming so fast. I manifest with a lighter and a notepad. Turn my pain into fire, now the smoke don't drag. I don't hope, I declare it like a real king. I don't big eye that's a real thing. I sat with my shadow on the mountaintop. He said manifestation's a tightrope walk. Cause every word you utter and every thought you keep is a seed in the cosmos that your soul gon' reap. So I've been playing peace, I've been watering faith. Overjoyed and happiness, gratitude and grace. When they said, boy, you went too deep, I just smiled and dove. Full-blown manifest mode, watching them fold. I'm in manifest mode, yeah. So long ago, I'm in manifest mode. Big, I know. What's mine's gonna show. I'm in manifest mode. Everything aligned with the goal. Yeah. Manifest mode. Energy right, heart full, eyes closed. I can still see the road. Still see the road. I'm in manifest mode. Man. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Late nights, you know. Stars aligning. Talk to him. Coming before it got to you. You ever had an awareness that you were pulling it from the cosmos and willing it into your existence? Yeah, that type time. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in manifest mode, man. Everyone taking out of their mind, putting it into their hands. Shout out to each and every one of you at Manifest Nation. This is what it's about. This is what we doing. Yo, make sure you hit subscribe so that you can get these replays, so that you get the bonuses, you get the extra shows, you get the downloadable content. You even get access to private Zoom Q&As with me. And of course, discounts at brianhippolyte.com. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I look forward to vibing with you on the next. You can get more of my music streaming on all platforms, but you could definitely pick your price and download my latest albums at brianhippolyte.com. Yes, I said pick your own price. I don't care. I'm not worried about that part, the money part of it. I just want you to have the music. So whatever it's worth to you, whatever the value is to, pick your own price at brianhippolyte.com. Download my latest album, Tropical Depression. It's a soundtrack of healing. It's a soundtrack of enlightenment. It's a soundtrack of getting through the worst periods of my life. You know what I'm saying? And all while experiencing best moments of my life. All while, having my worst nightmares happening as my childhood dreams were coming true. So it was a tropical depression. It was very beautiful days, very horrible days. Some of them was the same day. But this is a healing from that season. And I look forward to it helping you heal through your seasons as well. But there's so much more music on the way. Make sure that you get your hands on Tropical Depression at brianhippolyte.com. Big shout out to everyone on TikTok, on YouTube, and on IG that is watching, that's been rocking with me, man. I love y'all to life. Man, y'all changed my life for real. Y'all being in alignment with the content that I was offering, y'all supporting the way that y'all supported, man. When I got into this in 2020 with my first book and my first class and my first course, man, y'all, it was divine alignment, and y'all showed up and gave me the ability to continue to create and offer you more items of divine alignment. And and I'm grateful. It's changed the way that my children and I get to go through life. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Marcus, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. I love y'all to life, man. But this is what it's about: breaking patterns, building futures, and changing legacies. This is Manifest Nation right here on Twitch, where we are going to continue to engineer transformation. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level, join my 30-day Manifest Boot Camp or my mentorship program, whatever you're ready for. The 30-day Manifest Boot Camp starts September the 1st. Secure your spot. It's a limited amount of spaces in this. And definitely for the premium and VIP tiers, it's a limited amount. So starts September the 1st. If you're ready for some mentorship, send me a message or go to brianhimpolite.com so you can apply for that. We'll go through the interview process and see if it's really something that you're ready for. And if you're all in, we're going to lock it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take it to the next level. It's time for you to live a life that you were called to live. It's time for you to live a life that reflects the greatness that's within you, not all the things that you've been through. And that's what I'm here to encourage you and show you how to do. That's what the music is for. That's what the books is for. That's what the classes are about. Matter of fact, big shout out to everyone that came out to the Bloodline Breaker class and Q&A. That was a powerful time. That was a very powerful time. And if you haven't gotten this book and you consider yourself a generational curse breaker, or you think you might need to become one, this is a blueprint for you. This is a roadmap for you. It's a lot of powerful information in this small book. It's easy to read. It's easy to understand. It's written at like a 7th grade reading level for you. Now, listen, don't be offended by that either. The average person is on a 6th or 7th grade reading level, but I also wanted our children to be able to understand it at an early age. Okay, so don't take that personally. I'm not trying to say that you can't read, but it's really easy to read if reading's not your thing. And not only does it give you some great information, but it asks you some really powerful questions so that you can reflect, and then gives you some great some great action items to do with that information, those answers that you get when you answer the questions that it asks you. So it's a really powerful document, man. I believe history is going to remember me for sure, based off of the impact that this is going to have. So cheers to being immortal. Cheers to each and every one of y'all joining me on Manifest Nation here on Twitch. If you want to record, and this is the only way that you're going to be able to catch the relay. So, yeah. I love y'all to life. I wouldn't worry you if I ain't want you to grow. I'm also a homeschool dad before all this. So it is definitely time to go get to my other job, I gotta go get these young ladies learning. And we about to have a powerful time. The greatest shall you be, greatest shall you do, greatest shall you have. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Peace and prosperity to y'all. Catch me at brianhippolite.com.